My name's Charmaine Bryan. I help professionals who want to advance in their career to look the part, act the part, speak the part. We work on elevating their personal brand by enhancing their appearance, behavior, and communication. So thanks for joining today. I'll be diving into 4 secrets to dressing down with style. And I'm covering this topic today because a lot of organizations have a business casual dress code, and many people are still not too sure what exactly business casual exactly means. I had a workshop recently where one of the participants was saying that even though her organization does have a business casual dress code, she feels that sometimes she is dressing overdressed, although she wants to look more casual but professional. So it really can get a little bit confusing as how do you take it down but you still look professional at the same time. So I'll be diving into 4 secrets to dressing down with style. So number 1 is color. And color is a great way to take your professional attire down, and become a bit more casual. Because when you think about it, if you're in a more kind of business environment and you're wearing a suit, suits tend to be darker colors, so the blacks, the navy blues, the grays. And even if you are in a situation where you are wearing a suit, you can take it down if you want it to look a little bit more casual. So you could contrast it with like a brighter top underneath the jacket. So if you're used to wearing like a white shirt or a light shirt, you could wear a more bright colored shirt to make it look a bit more casual. Or instead of wearing a shirt, maybe wear a sweater, or sometimes even not even wear a jacket at all. So it could be like, a pants or a skirt and then a jacket that doesn't necessarily match, or in a different color, or even, as I said, just a sweater. So those are a few ways to use colors. So in terms of, you could wear more brighter colors with something that contrasts with something that's a little bit more darker, and therefore you can make something that would usually look more professional and more business-like, more business casual. Number 2 could be texture. So when I say texture, as in most suits, for example, going back to suits again, if you're wearing a suit, they tend to be wool and quite stiff. Whereas if you wanted to take it down and make it a little bit more casual and what you're wearing, you could wear something that has more texture. So for example, maybe some tweeds or corduroys, or something that's got a bit of a rougher texture, that's more loose, rather than wearing something that's more stiff. So anything that's really more loose is definitely more casual than something that's wearing like a stiff suit. Number 3 could be the actual patterns. So again, when you're wearing something that's more formal, it tends to be plain. There's not very many patterns, and patterns, you may think they're a little bit scary, but it's just as simple as wearing a striped shirt, or even adding some circles or polka dots or paisley. So anything that's a little bit of pattern that you want to wear on a shirt or maybe on a top, that can take it down. And again, that could be a little bit more casual than the usual formal wear. And lastly, accessories. Accessories are a great way to make an outfit more casual, and that could be whether you're wearing jewelry. So jewelry that's more formal tends to be kind of metals and golds. And then if you're thinking about more informal jewelry, like silver's more informal than gold, or you could wear things like wooden jewelry, or anything that's carved versus more jewelry that looks, or anything that looks more bulky, that looks less delicate, which delicate jewelry tends to look more formal. Or if you're thinking about bags, you could wear a bag with texture rather than, say, a briefcase. Or shoes, shoes that are usually thin soles or tend to look more formal. So if you wanted to look more business casual, you could wear shoes more with a thicker sole. So those are a few ideas for secrets to taking your look down, to make sure that you're looking more business casual, more rather than formal business. And those are using color, so maybe wearing a brighter color, taking the texture, a thicker texture, so maybe wearing a corduroy, changing the pattern, so maybe wearing some polka dots or paisleys, and then also thinking about your accessories, so maybe wearing jewelry that's different textures, wearing shoes that are thicker. So thank you for listening today. What are you going to do to take your style down to be more business casual? And is there anything that you've done before or anything that you've not thought about that I've suggested? And if you haven't grabbed my free checklist, 10 essential items every professional should have in their wardrobe, do go and download that. I will put the link in the comments. Anyway, thanks for listening today.